Hello, today we are going to solve a LeetCode problem that is called sort colors. So let's read the problem first and understand what the problem says. Given an array nums with an object colored red, white or blue, sort them in place the so that objects of the same color are adjacent with the colors in the order red, white and blue. We will use the integers 0, 1 and 2 to represent the color red, white and blue respectively. You must solve this problem using without using the library sort function. So in this problem, we are given three colors, red, white, and blue. And these are represented by 0 for red, 1 for white, and 2 for blue. And what we have to do is we have to sort this array. So it's a simple problem. Like we have this one, 2 0 2 1 1 0. And after sorting, it becomes 0 0 1 1 2 2. Okay, in the next problem, we have as 2 0 1, and after sorting, it will become 0 1 2. Now, if we will use the library sorting function, that then it's gonna take O of n time complexity. Or else, if we are gonna apply any of our sorting algorithm like bubble sort, selection sort, then all of those are gonna take O of n time complexity. So we can do that too, but we can apply a different concept here. So the question is meant to apply a different concept. So let's discuss that concept. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take three counters, one for zeros, one for ones, and one for twos. Okay, one for zeros, one for ones, and one for twos. Zeros, ones, and twos. And whenever I'm gonna encounter any of those, I will just loop through this array, and whenever I'm gonna encounter two, I will increment the two. So initially, all of these three will be zero. So very firstly, if I will encounter two, then I will increment my twos. So the count of two will become one. Twos will become one. Then I'm encountering zero. So it is also becoming one here. Then I'm encountering another two. So it will become two. Then I'm encountering what? One. Then I'm gonna increment my this one. Then again I'm getting one. So it will become two times. It will come two times. Then I'm encountering zero. Then it is coming two times. And at the last in my array, what I'm getting is two zeros, two ones, and two twos. Okay, this is what we have to do. So let's see how can we do that. So first of all, let's try this. So I'm gonna declare three variables. First of all is I can say them zeros, the count of zeros. Okay, then count of ones, then the count of twos. This is how I declared the three variables. Then I'm gonna loop through this array from its starting index, that is 0, till its last index, that will be nums dot length, and I will just increment it. And now I'm gonna apply some conditions. So the first condition is if nums of I, if nums of I is 0. If nums of I is 0, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increment my zeros. Else I'm gonna check if my nums of I is 1. If I'm encountering 1, then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna increment my ones. I can use just like I can use else here. If these both cases do not satisfy, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increment my twos. That's what I have done till now. So I hope you understood till this. You can see it once also. Okay, so this is how I have made three variables and stored the values in it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make a sorted array variable. Okay, I'm gonna make a sorted array variable. I'm gonna loop through the length till the length of the previous array. I is less than num sort length I plus plus. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just give it the values according to the condition. So if my I will be less than the number of zeros present in it, if my I will be less than the zeros present in it, then my sorted array of I will be how much? It will be zero only. Else what I'm gonna check is if my I is greater than or equal to zeros, number of zeros, and along with it, my I is less than zeros plus ones. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give my sorted array of I as ones. And if these both are not true, then sorted array of I will be 2. And last, I have just to return my sorted array. So I'm running it. My input is an expected output 0, 0. My coming, it is not changing in my case. Let's see what happened. I'm returning sorted array. Sorted array is blank for now. If I is less than number of zeros, then sorted array of I is 0. If the if my is greater than equal to zeros, but it is less than and it is less than zeros plus ones, then my sorted array of I equals to 1. And if these both are not the cases, then my sorted array of I equals to 2. And at last, I'm returning my sorted array. Mm, zeros, ones, and twos. If I is less than 0, I think all are correct. So let's see console.log. Zeros, ones, and twos. These all should come in number of elements. So they are coming 2, 2, 2. My output is not correct. Okay, so let's first correct this and let's optimize it too and see if it works then. So do we require a new array or we can like replace in place of the same array that we are given, we can replace in the same array. So we don't require a new array. Okay, what I can do is I can use here nums. Nums of I is equals to 0. Here also I can use nums of I equals to 1. Here also I can use nums of I equals to. This is the first thing that we can do. Then our for loops are calculating nums of n again and again. What we can do is we can define a variable n and give it a value like nums.length. It will like optimize our code a little bit. I is less than n, and here again n. And let's see. Instead of sorted array, what I have to return is nums. Good code. And it gets accepted for this test case. So let's try submitting it and see if it gets accepted for all our test cases. And it does. So that's all for today.